Hey everyone, today I'm here to talk how to tune an ATR using the ATR and the Guppy. Sorry if my microphone's a little off. I had to reimage my whole machine the other day, so that was fun. But I've been working on a bunch of stuff, so I haven't posted as many videos. But I get this question asked a lot. Your ATR lines, they're off, or why do you fine tune them, or how, that kind of thing. So today's going to be a quick vid. I'll see if I can get under 10-15 minutes, show you how to tune it. It's pretty easy. I can tune any ATR now basically within a minute just by looking at it. It's real easy to tune when you have the Guppy as well. So you can kind of go off that. So I usually use this on my script, my ATR GC script, but I'm going to show you with the with the basic Guppy and ATR here. So you'll notice in the ATR that you got these two variables, 5 and 3.5. So this is how many candles it looks at for the calculation. This is how much it multiplies it by. So usually you want to change this one. I find it depends on your time frame what this number will be. I haven't gotten any higher than I think 10 on this. And I've seen people get up to like 50 or 60 on this, but it depends on your time frame, the pair, the trade pair, and that kind of thing. So you can use this. I'm going to do this on normal candles because it does work on normal candles. It's just the Heikin-Ashi ones don't get faked out. And what I mean about that is some of these you'll have one big candle that will take out your line for no reason. Something like this, for example. Whereas in a Heikin-Ashi situation, one random wick won't affect it, kind of thing. But to see the true values of what you're doing and stuff, you can use the normal candles. I've been using them a lot more lately. So I figured this spot here, I picked ETHUSD just because of volatility. The dates don't really matter and stuff, but you can see we're clearly in a downtrend. And when you enter here and you exit here, you're basically break even or worse. Enter here, exit here. I mean, you missed this, but you're still making some bad calls here, here. You have some retouches here, which is good. You get out of this dip, which is all right. But you can kind of see it gets a little faked out, and this is the worst of it, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to fine tune it for this whole area here, right? So we're going to look at this, and we're going to see, and the best way to tune an ATR is to make it flip before the Guppy flips color. So like this right here is a good indication to flip. And you can see here we touched, this is where you'd short if you were shorting. But it's good to see this happen before the red, right? But then this section in here, it flipped, but it didn't turn green after. So you can see we need some tuning here. Same with this. You have some gray, but it's not green. Gray, but not green. So I mean, the gray but not green, it's iffy. I try to tune it for these ones that have no gray at all. And these ones kind of fall in line, I find. So we're going to first look at this section right here. We're going to try and get rid of this. I know some people are like, oh, well, then you're just, messing it up and you're just fine-tuning it and it's confirmation bias and you're doing it on the fly and it doesn't make sense and that's whatever. Basically, if you tune it for here and tune it for all this, when you get to the live price, you won't need to tune it anymore. So I'm going to click on the ATR. We're going to start with 5 3.5 and we're just going to increase it just a little bit and see. So 3.6, and all you have to do is click out of it and it'll update. So we're getting close here. And I didn't test this before. Okay, so now you see what we've done here. So we've got retouches, which is good on this, which I wasn't planning on playing with, but you can see retouches here, which is good. It got out before the red, and it stayed out. It stayed out, stayed out, stayed out. And then here we got some more issues here. We want to get rid of this as well, remember? So this is all right, but we're going to try and take it a step further. So we start at 5. So the default's 5 at 3.5. We're going to move this up to like 8 or so. You see we got that back and we don't want that, so we're going to go back to 5. Let's move this up to a 4. And none of this changed. We're trying to get rid of these. We're trying to get rid of this for sure. Go 4.5. So you can see it's multiplying. And this is the multiplier, of course. So it's moving these lines and pushing them up further apart, right? So we're getting close here. This one's on the verge of flipping because if we keep going up, if I go 4.7, I feel like this will shoot up and over and then we'll be clear of that. almost. There's that. So that one's gone. This is gone. We still have the flip before the red, which is good. So this area is kind of troublesome. This one here is still one of ours. And just like that. Okay. So play around with this again. Try 7. You can see it's changing the lines. I have these yellow and purple just so you can see them different from the red and the green when we get there. So we're going to make this up to 10. Almost. We'll go up to 15. Not quite. You can see you get more flat lines if you go with more candles. It's kind of hit and miss. I like to stay further away, but if you're trying to pick like a stop loss or something, flat lines are really nice to have. So let's go with a 4. Let's go with a 5. Okay, so we're almost cut out there. I'm going to bring this down. Let's go 5.4 is probably overshooting it. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, so we'll follow the lines. So we have our, I just backed up further. We have a flip here before a red, that's good. Flip here before a green is good. Flip before a red is good. Continue on, retouches are normal. That's a good sign. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Got in here. You buy the dip down to the line. We have a flip before a red. Notice this little green here. Just think of this as all green until we hit a red. So we have flip to red, flip to a good green, flip to here. This one flips just before the red, so that's all right. We had a retouch here, it looks like almost. So this is all right. Continue on, continue on. We got in before the green guppy, so that's good. Flip before red. This one flipped a little after the green, so it's kind of, I don't think you can fine tune it too much because you can see these retouches. If you're doing shorting, you're going from this and this is your stop loss. So this was actually some good shorting going on here. Got some retouches here, tried to stay above, didn't happen. Flip, 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 flip out, and this is where we currently are. Kind of see here, buying a dip. So I think these settings are really good, right now anyway. So it is good to fine tune it for every time frame, every pair. Maybe remember these settings, and then go from there. So sometimes on my charts I'll put a text on here and just say, you know, best using 10 and what was that, 5 or something like that. What was that? 10 and 5.4. So then I put on my chart on there on 1 hour. And then you just keep going in the different time frames and you just fine tune for those. So sometimes the settings will be the same, sometimes they won't. Depends on how the action was. So right now I'm just scanning for these flips, and I want the flip to happen before the red guppy, and I want the flip to happen before the green. And you try and get the best you can. So you just follow the line. Right here wasn't a great one. And continue on. That's decent. So you can go lower into a lower time frame. Just know that you're just gonna have to change the ATR line again, right? So I usually start with the basics, 5 and 3.5, just like here. So I'm using this coin just because it pumped really good lately. So I want to show what happens in a pump situation, what you want to do. So if you want to know if you should buy right this instant or not, you can go down to a 5-minute chart or a 1-minute chart, and you're going to see if you have a green guppy, where your ATR line is, and then you can kind of go from there. So I'll go from here, and you can kind of see it took off from there, right? With one red part in the middle. So we're going to look at this. So let's say we did buy here, you see the flip, and then it came and retouched and you bought this. So I want to get rid of this fake out here. This call can be delayed a bit because it's still green. And then this fake out here. So we're going to take this. I want to get rid of this little fake out for sure. I want to get rid of this fake out. So then we just start trying the numbers. Oh, we want to go up. 3.8, let's say. Let's go with a 4. Okay, so we go over to this one. This one is a little delayed. I think we can get it further. We have a little blip here which I want to get rid of, and we'll go from there. So 4.1. Nope, 4.2. Almost. 3. Changes to a 7. Got rid of that. This is a bit delayed. This is another buy, which is a good one. Had a retouch. Okay, so this is cleaned up. We stayed in the whole way up. We got out on a fake out here. It's not really a fake out. It's more being safe, in my opinion. You wouldn't short this. You just get out, wait for another entry, and get back in. You can see here we got out prematurely. Here we got out prematurely, and it continued on. So let's try and get rid of these two prematures here. So when I say prematurely, the Guppy's still green. It still has lots of strength. This one, this is a safe play, I'd say. Getting up before a gray, because this could turn around real quick. But let's continue upping these and see what we got. Okay, so we got a retouch here. You can see the closes are just above it. So this could be an okay one. I'm going to see how this looks now. Got in here, run all the way up, had a safe moment, had a retouch, safe moment, keep going, got the sell. So you can see here we got the sell, not here, because you can see this line was flat. As soon as things go parabolic, this gets flat, right? I talk about this all the time. When things get flat, it's a target. So you can see it's trying to come down for the retouches. The Guppy's got a lot of strength here, so it's not letting it. And then right here was a pivotal moment of when things changed, when the game changed. It's like bull run, bear market. It's in every time frame. This is the 1 minute chart. You got out here, and you didn't get back in till here. You can see here we've got the retouches. It was clean. This is playing it safe because it's kind of stale. This is a bit different. This we should get rid of. And some fake outs here. And continue on. So you can see as you go, you can play with it. Like this, these settings worked really good for this whole section up. Came to here, good. Started getting some differences here. There's no need for this buy. I mean, you could buy the dip here, you know, right here. And then these fake outs as well. So you just double click the line. We can change these up. Let's go back to a 5. No. Maybe go back to we'll go up to a 9. There's a 9 and a 7. We'll go with a 5. Almost. 10. Nope. Let me put this back to a 7. I'm just looking at how these lines work. You want these to be, in my opinion, lower. You want these to be lower, just so you have a consistent going. So I'm at 7 and 5. I got rid of the fake outs here. This one looked like it was going south. It had a retouch. This one we didn't get rid of. Let's just continue on. So you're not going to be able to get rid of everything, right? Going back to here, back to where we started here, we have the buy. This is our little playing safe. This is fine still. I want to see this still because it's turned red. Got out here. This is good still. Here. This fake out. We can't do much on these, I would say, without wrecking anything else. These are the big swings that you're playing. Down, up potentially. Nope. Up. Nope. Down, up, down. So I'm just following these lines to see what I can get rid of. There's a red Guppy in here. I wouldn't worry about it. This is playing safe. You can see here, this was a good call. This was basically buying, bought down the dip, right? This was pretty flat if you're playing this live. This is a 1 minute chart, by the way. Continue on, and this is where we currently are. And then it looks like we have the lip curl here. So that's basically how you tune it. And you can tune them on the fly on any pair, any coin, any time frame. Make it fit so you don't get the fake outs. Play with the numbers. Keep track if you want, per pair, per coin, per time frame. But basically I redo these and then I just continue on and go to the live price, and then it should follow the same pattern from there. Of course I wouldn't buy this coin just because it's up 500%, but that's how you play it. You can play it on any time frame and see how it goes. just like that. So that's how you tune an ATR to a Guppy, and that's it for this video.